Hi everyone, my name is Jess and I am a thriftaholic. I have a 60-some piece haul today. I paid a flat $50 for everything and I want you to see what treasures I found. I do plan to resell everything online and I'll put all my links down below. I sell mainly vintage, but I will sell modern as well. So this sale was one I had never been to before. It was a sidewalk sale for a local thrift store called Community Treasures. It is in Galesburg on East Main Street and it was so busy. I've never seen so many people in there before. And I brought along my four kids and we barely made it out, but we did. And let's get started. I'm going to do accessories first, and then I did get some plush. I paid 80 cents per item if you averaged everything out, and that doesn't include the stuff my kids picked out, and I got a few tops myself, excluding those items, so that stuff was pretty much free. All right, we have some retro belts. They will be clanky. Apologize for the noise, unless you're into that ASMR. This is a really cool link belt with the little etching on it, and it is stretchy, so it will fit a variety of waist sizes. This one is not marked, which is totally fine. I sell these pretty consistently. I think I could sell this anywhere from $20 to $30, just depending on keywords I can come up with. I found some really cool belts here in a second. I need to do more research on this piece. This one is not signed, but it is like very medieval, bohemian, with the mixed metals. I love the different kinds because you always know when you're putting your jewelry on. And at least back when I was growing up, it's like, okay, am I gonna wear gold today? Am I gonna wear silver or like rose gold? Well, this one is all of the colors combined, so you don't have to worry. That's what I love about this piece. Like a Renaissance fair costume. I mean, this could really dress up a plain black dress. The options are endless. This one is not marked. However, they call this one a retro belt as well. This one is probably for a smaller waist. It does not stretch. But the other two belts that I'm about to show you, I believe these belts came from the same person, as they're the same style era. And I'll show you the last one, that this one is not marked as well. This one is not as cool in my opinion. It's just another clanky belt. It looks like small gold coins. There's not like an actual face on it though. The next two belts are marked. And if you are familiar with jewelry at all, there is a jewelry line called Napier, could be pronouncing that wrong, N-A-P-I-E-R, and they mark their pieces. I believe they are no longer producing. And I found some mid-century chain, like gold tone waist belts. And I love this like hammered metal look with these little links and O-rings. Again, it is quite adjustable, as you can see from the links here that you can just clip on. This one is marked on the hook. It will most likely not, you can see that it's probably etched, but you can't see the word. I did have to use my zoom on my camera to read that it is Napier. But comps range, according to eBay, you guys know if you've or an OG for my videos, that I don't go by comps. I just go with my gut and I price high. I'll sit on items if I want to, or do best offer. And so yeah, that was a really cool one. This one is called, this is from 1971. It was actually featured in the Napier catalog, and it's called Champagne Bubbles. The artist slash designer is Fugio, and all those things I will add to the description, as people do collect these pieces. These items, even though they may be true vintage, mid-century, they look like they just came from the store. It is amazing how well people can keep items, and these pieces were so well made. There's no tarnish or anything like that. So very detailed. These are both marked on both hooks and would fit quite a range. As you can see, there's like a 12-inch extender to fit most waist sizes, or if you wanted to wear this on your hips. So with those, I have seen people pricing them anywhere from like 30, similar styles, not necessarily the exact one, from like $30 all the way up to like $200. Again, I price high and I list on several platforms like Etsy. People will pay up on Etsy, so I won't be surprised if those kinds of items sell best over there. Next, I'm going to move on to my plush. I just grab plush. I don't even check. I just go with my instinct. If it's not worth it, I'll just let my kids have it. They love stuffed animals. But I tend to go for like my era, which would be 90s, just because it brings me joy. All right, so the first one we have is, I think his name is Rafiki. I could be saying that wrong. He is missing his staff, but I don't think you really noticed that. I think this one might have originally had a staff. He still is in beautiful condition. I mean, look at it. He's still all fluffy and clean. He is from the Disney store. He is not vintage, guys. I mean, he could possibly be from the 90s, but I love that. And I always used to think it was so funny as a kid that like his butt was super visible, and I just thought that was hilarious. Okay. Moving on, I'll be selling these two as a lot, just because I don't think they resell for like maybe $20 a piece. So I think I'm just gonna lot Thumper and Bambi up. My children have not seen that movie. It's pretty sad in the beginning to lose your mom, you know, so we aren't there yet. But anyway, it's just really cute. Again, very nice condition, self-standing, I think. Okay, so yeah, these are the wired legs. Posable, which is another selling feature, so I will put posable in the title to appeal to, you know, people like to pose their animals, so, or plush, sorry. Again, these all these items were 80 cents, so. This one did not have any tags, but I just thought this little kangaroo and Joey were just too darling to leave behind. Again, very well made. Very soft and clean. I always look for that when buying plush. Now I know you can just throw them in the washer, but if they're vintage, I would be afraid that it might mess up the integrity of the animal. So, but these have a little felt safari hat and vest that are removable, and the cute little Joey is attached in the pouch. I'm not sure what these little baubles are for. There's like 3 of them. I'm unsure. But anyways, yeah, it's not marked, but super clean and cute. And I don't know, I may ask like 20 to 30, just depends. This one I got because it is, again, clean, well made. It's by Gund. Now this is the embroidered tag, which makes me think it's from the 90s, which I believe it is. A lot of these are dated by the year. This one's 1986. And again, stiff legs, not damaged, suede leather ears and feet. People loved wraps, including my daughter, and I just think it's so cute. Again, my kids have a million toys. If you've been to my house, they do not need stuffed animals. So, all right, and the last plush I got, which was just so stinking cute, is Care Bears. This is, I don't even know, Bedtime Bear, and it's dated from 2006. What I do like about this one is that it has a glitter heart nose and glitter eyes, if you can see that. Again, very clean, and I just really liked it. Now, when I tried to comp this, meaning like when I try to find out how much they actually sell for, there's so many different versions. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research, but again, he's got the little Care Bear mark. Moving on to hats. I sell hats all the time. Like last week, I think I sold 3 hats. One sold for 30, one sold for 40, and the other one sold for like, I don't know, between 20, no, I think it sold for $20, but I'd had it for like 2 years. So hats, usually it costs me like 50 cents when I buy them, and they don't take up much space, and they're easy to ship. So I got these. This one is vintage, 2001 Bike Week for Daytona. I liked the colors, and again, very like Y2K with the barbed wire. You know, all the guys would get like the tattoos on their biceps of the barbed wire. Luckily my husband is not one of them. Not like it's a bad thing, but it's just, you know. Anyways, Here is a Harley hat, just a classic. It is embroidered with the gray along the bill. It's a nice like faded look. Oh, I'm just now noticing has distressing here and on the back. I don't know if it was manufactured that way because this is a modern piece. It's actually Harley merch. I will have to do a little research. Yeah, I don't think they would make it that way, but people buy things with holes and flaws, so I'm just gonna list it and see what happens. If I buy hats and there's like sweat marks or they're dirty, I have like this little hat form that I put it in. It's this like little plastic frame, and I stick it in the top rack of our dishwasher, and you'd be amazed. And then I air dry it outside. That like my husband will have work hats where they have sweat and nasty stuff, and so he just does yard work in them. And I washed one that he's had for about 10 years and it's clean. Shocking. So all right, enough of me blabbing. This one I'm pretty sure was from when I was in junior high. This is sorry, vintage American Eagle Outfitters. Just a nice khaki green snapback. This is AE Performance, and this was made in Taiwan, ROC. Has a leather adjustable strap. You guys remember when American Eagle had that? Okay, I'm going to adjust my camera and switch to the clothing, and I think I did pretty well. All right, so I had to start with one of my favorite pieces, and it's actually a modern item. I didn't realize it at the time. When I was in this store, like I said, it was crowded and I had my kids, so I was just trying to go fast, and I knew the items were like cheaper than the Goodwill outlet, so I just kind of like blacked out, if you want to say, and I don't really remember very well what I got. I just feel like if it felt like quality or if it had some kind of good selling feature, I grabbed it. And they did not have out like coats or really chunky sweaters because they have seasonal items. I think I got maybe 1 or 2 sweatshirts. Okay, so this is the Anthropologie dress that is new without tags. I didn't realize it at the time. They have a specialty area where they mark items up that are not included in previous sales, but they are for the sidewalk sales. So I got a few items from there. They originally had priced this at $40, and I checked to make sure the beading was all intact. A lot of times there's some missing or it's heavily snagged or stained, but this one is new without tags. So it is BHLDN, and it's a US 4. I wish it was a little bit of a larger size, but again, it is beautiful. It's like a cream colored, heavily beaded dress. Like it almost reminds me of a wedding gown. I'm gonna back up to show you guys a little bit, but can you see the detail? It's like an overlay dress. Look at that beading. It is just gorgeous. It is full length, and again, it is new without tags. The bottom has the bag inside with extra beading, so it was a major score. Now, it doesn't mean that when I go to photograph, I might find like a mark on it from storage that I will disclose, but overall I am very happy with my 80 cents into that one item. I have not been able to find a stock photo when I just did a quick search on Google, but I'm sure I can find one, and I'm guessing it retail between $300 and $500. Okay, this next one is basic, but I do love the embroidery for the Corvette, and this is 90s, late 90s, Fruit of the Loom. This is made in Mexico of US fabric. And again, if you're ever wondering, you can just simply Google. People have made charts with these tags so you can help date your article of clothing. But this should sell. I'm guessing I'll list it for $50 and take a best offer like $40. And these are off the top of my head. I have not checked comps on very many of these items. They had tons of bras. Bras are such an easy sell, and if they look like new, I will definitely pick them up depending on the brand. Now this one looks like a very comfortable bra, kind of give me Skims vibe, but it is NYX. If you are familiar, this brand is supposed to be very, very good and resells well. It's also a large, which is a great size, better than like a small or an extra small. I typically pass on Torrid unless it's more of a substantial piece like a dress or a jacket. But to this day, like I just grabbed, I went a little crazy and I could have gotten more, guys, but I only brought 2 huge like IKEA bags with me, and they were stuffed to the brim, and they don't have shopping carts there, so I had no other way of getting more stuff, and you couldn't make piles there because it was like their big sale day and it was nuts. All right, this is, I believe, the newer Torrid tag. This is a 2X, or as you want to like their size 2. This is a swimsuit top, or you could even wear it as a crop top. Beautiful red and pink floral, high neck with the back zipper. I'm just gonna check the year, if they posted the year, because this does feel like a very recent style. I do not see it off the top, but yeah, this will sell for like probably $25. Here I am carrying around my huge IKEA bags. My husband sent me this picture, a screenshot. The store posted pictures on their Facebook of the sale, and there I am featured. See my rainbow bag? Isn't it awesome? Funny, this happened before. The next item is very like boho vibes. It's a black crochet, I don't even know. Oh, it's a top. It's like a sheer tank. This is a boutique brand that you will see in local boutiques here, Adora. I believe it's a boutique brand. I could be wrong. But what I loved about this is it's not just a tank, but it's like a high-low. It's normal length in the front. And this would go probably, I don't know, past, oh man, this is long. It goes like down to my ankles. So really cute. I mean, look at the back design with the flower. Is it a flower? Or yeah, I think it's a floral print. So again, I'll check comps, but like $20 to $30 probably. This one is top 5 of my items that I got. Do you guys, if you're a 90s kid or an 80s kid, do you remember this from JCPenney? Like the style of tag from Arizona Jean Company. I used to wear this brand all the time. And this is an amazing thick quilted denim jacket. Thick, like zippers, metal zippers, very good quality. It says it's a medium. It's probably a modern small. I might try it on for you guys, but it looks pretty small, and I'm more of like almost a large. I'm kind of in between medium and large. Yeah, I'd say this fits as a small. Like, look. Yeah, I can't even zip it, but this is so cute. And you don't necessarily even have to zip your denim jackets, but look at the collar. I like how it's almost like 70s. Oh, I really like this, but I do not need a jacket, especially if it won't even zip, you know, because I get cold. Anyways, I will list that one probably for $75, just because I love it so much, and I don't really see any flaws on it as of yet. These items have not been washed yet, so some of them do have like surface marks. I think I did see one with a stain I may not be able to get out, but we'll get to that. I think it's near the and I'm sorry, my allergies lately have been going crazy. Okay, this one is also one of the specialty items I would not pay up for. They had it marked at $25, probably because it is 100% silk. This is by Petite Sophisticates, but if you have sold a vintage, you know that brands don't very necessarily matter. More about style, fabric content, and so forth. So this has all of the like nautical themed flags on it. I'm trying to see if I know some of these, but they're not actual flags. It's kind of like medievalish with anchors. I'll have to do a little bit more research. I'm not into like geography or history or anything like that, so don't ask me to know any of this stuff, but put in the comments if you guys know. This kind of looks like the Italian flag, but not quite. So anyways, interesting. Oh yeah, see there's, and with silk I'm kind of hesitant to wash it, so there's something on the elbow. I'll have to see how to, I'll probably try to like just spot clean it and see what happens. All right, this next outfit, I typically pass on these 2-piece sets, but again, it was the sale, and this is like a skirt. I like the colors, and it's Southwest Aztec print, which seems to be still pretty popular. So there's the skirt, which is tagged a large. I didn't realize, I think the top is a medium. But again, it's like oversized, and the skirt is stretchy, so it should not affect it too much. These have thin shoulder pads. Again, I mean, I guess I'll put this on and see how ridiculous it looks. I could always sell them separately, but I typically don't pick up blouses unless I think I could get like $40 for them. Typically, there are always exceptions. It just depends on my mood, you know. All right. This is a handmade piece. I'm going to say 80s based off of the style. It's like a chambray denim. And it has the, like a house with a heart and tree. It's like an applique sewn on. Has the patch pockets. It just looks like a teacher dress, like for sure. And a tie back. So again, I'll probably try this on, but I think it's a medium, would be my guess. And it's a midi length. I love 90s bras. I go for like the satin underwire ones. Seem to be what I gravitate towards as far as when I want to resell them. Now they don't sell for like great guns. It depends on the print, the size. Obviously the brand does matter. If this was like Second Skin from Victoria's Secret, it may go for a little bit more, but I love the colors. And it is from Sears, and it's just a 38C. So I mean, it's not like too bad of a size. Again, it looks like new. I will probably ask $30 for that one. This next dress, what really sold me, like made me buy it, was the collar. Exaggerated collars, again, are still very trending. It's very cottagecore, Laura Ashley vibes. And this one is a maxi 80s with the shoulder pads, the elastic cinched waist, the pleated shoulders, and I don't know why I always feel like I need to stand and like show you guys, but has a little bit of the accordion pleat into the skirt. So on items like this, I definitely will not wash it because the collar would definitely get messed up and the pleats would wash out. So I will list that one. It's hard to say, probably $60. I take into consideration the condition of the item, if there's any pilling, any stains, any repairs, or there's like snags, all of that. Now this one I was disappointed. I did a quick Google Lens search and people were trying, like I saw one person on Depop asking like $15 for this. I think it's a really cool shirt. I think it's 90s for Holly Roger Barbados. And here's the tag. It's an extra large. And it is actually made in Barbados. And this is crew on the back. So it's just like a nice pirate ship shirt. This would be a great costume shirt if you are looking to be original and come up with your own costume. As I know, Halloween, once school starts, like Halloween is the next big thing. So it's coming. I love this. So Winnie the Pooh generally does pretty good for me, vintage. Eeyore tends to do the best, and it's like a depressing character. I don't know why, I don't quite understand that. But this one is dead stock, which I think also elevates it. And I think it's a larger size. It's an extra large. Now dead stock meaning it's still new with the tags. This is from Old Kmart, and it originally was only $16.99. I love the embroidery on here on the pocket. It says hello, I guess, you know, just ho hump, little Eeyore. Certain Eeyore pieces can actually fetch pretty good money, so I'll look that piece up, but I'm guessing like $40. Now Paris Blues, again, is another brand that I used to wear. I'm not super fond of this wash on the denim. I don't know how quite to explain it. I don't know. It's not acid wash, but it's like a light thread woven into the denim. Kind of looks almost like linen, but it feels like denim. This is a vintage 9. These are the Soulmates, and it is a flare leg, maybe actually boot cut. I'll see if I can try these on. But just a pretty simple low rise. These I also got cargo pants are back. I personally like to wear cargo pants. It's my personal preference. And these also I got because they have the Hawaiian hibiscus flower on them. They're like a khaki green and tan color with these cinch at the bottom, flat pockets. And guys, they're simply Walmart, but Faded Glory, again, 90s, well made, 100% cotton. I take all these things into consideration. I would not buy a brand new Faded Glory, obviously, because the quality is just not there, in my opinion. This is a little micro skirt. Now when I got it home, I noticed there is a stain on it. Hopefully that will wash out. But look how short this thing is. It'll like cover your butt and that's about it. Has a ribbon tie waist. I love the colors. And it's a medium. It is cotton. I thought maybe it would be, I mean, I would definitely wear shorts under this. I wouldn't wear it now, but it would, yeah, just, you won't be able to bend over in this thing. Really cute. This whole like micro mini skirt, again, is popular. I wish this had Juicy Couture on it somewhere with a J. Unfortunately, it does not, but it's Juicy Couture Y2K Beach Royalty, the swimwear line. And this is a large. I may just list this as a halter top. I think, I mean, swimming, I think summer is coming, you know, it's like over halfway over, but it's a little tiered halter swim top with the open back. Little, just really cute, feminine black top. This one's like an 80s slip, really pretty purple. I don't find this color very often. It's a little bit lighter than it's showing. I'm just trying to find the brand. I did find the tag, and I have heard of this brand before, and now I can't find it, so it doesn't necessarily matter. It's not like Dior or anything like that. Really pretty, flowy skirt. Y2K, like psychedelic check print. Looks like something you'd find at Hot Topic. Has the ruched, cinched, like tie waist by Poof, New York. This was like a cheap pennies brand. They're probably still around, I think, because I think the Poof mimics Free People tag, if I recall correctly. So yeah, just simple, basic, stretchy top. These bras I'm going to lot together, and they're just Soma, exact same thing, exact same size, with the thick back, so like full back coverage. A lot of people look for that, me included. I prefer that. 38D, vanishing back, full coverage, exactly. Now I didn't notice it till I got home when I inspected it closer that one of these, I mean you can barely see, it looks like little hairs. That is the elastic, and so I will have to make note of that, and I didn't notice it in the other one, so I'm just going to list them, and I probably will just list them for $30 for the two because they're not in like brand new condition. I thought these felt super nice and well constructed, and I thought they might resell better, but brand new. Oh wait, that's the wrong brand. Sorry, we'll go to these. Deli Mira, brand new, they're going for $25 on eBay. So again, exact same color, exact same size. I'm going to just lot these up. A nice like t-shirt, everyday bra, underwire, no padding or lining. This next brand I believe is a pretty good one. For bras, it is Olga, and these are 38Cs. One is a dark gray, the other one is a purple with a little satin accent in the middle. Again, these I'll bundle together, and I'll look them up because it's been a while since I have really got bras to resell. Now these are not as desirable as ones that could be. These are vintage. Late 90s Y2K American Eagle. The ones that are more desirable I think are like the plaid or camo pattern with the strings that hang off, and I don't know if they're the American Eagle ones or the Abercrombie, but I know they can go for like $75. The flat pockets, again, these are like the thicker fabric cargo shorts. I didn't even look at what size these are. These are the longer length ones. and they're a 28. Oh geez, that's super tiny. Ugh. All right, well, again, I only paid 80 cents, so it's not a huge deal. All right, the next, something I probably wore like almost identical. This is my Michelle size 4. Just a nice, like, I don't know, if you're going to like a wedding or a special occasion, maybe homecoming. Just a nice flocked floral dress with like glitter on the flowers. And that one's only like knee length. If this did not have the cat applique on it, I would not have got it. This is a house coat slash robe. It's just a thin cotton one with a green and white seersucker, but check out the cat. Not only, so when I was there, I was like, oh, it has a cat on it, I'm gonna buy it. Cat stuff tends to do pretty good. But when I got home, I was like, holy cow, it's a pocket. That's awesome. And it has a snap closure. It looks like buttons, but they're actually snaps. Here is the tag, probably 70s. And I don't know, like $40 or $50. I'll probably start at 50 and then take best offer at 40. Here we have Y2K, like vintage Victoria's Secret. A nice, just little night slip or sleep shirt, whatever you want to do. It's the sheer lace, and this top portion is cream, and then the bottom is like t-shirt white cotton. So this would actually be comfortable to sleep in. And it's not the gold label. Like, I don't know why it's considered vintage. It makes me feel so old because like this was a tag when I was shopping there back in the day, I think like college. So 15 years ago, I don't know. I'll have to do a little bit more research. It's not, they're not as popular as I think they were about 5 years ago. I'll probably ask $30 for that. Now this one I got because of the fabric and style. This is a modern piece and it is silk. Really pretty slip dress in this gorgeous, vibrant floral. Has a little bit of a, is it a crossover? Yeah, like a little crossover here and spaghetti strap. Was it backwards? It was back. No. Okay. Has a side zip. This tag also made me pick it up, and the fabric content was in a different language. So it was like SCTA, which I think is French for silk, if I'm not mistaken. These resell decent, so like $50 to $75. All right. I think one of the underrated brands to resell is Ralph Lauren. I love to pick up the older pieces, like 90s era. Great size silk shirt dress with the collar, just a classic white and black. I think I already have one of these listed, so I picked this one up. Buttons all the way down. It is like ankle to floor length. I do have that, but in cream. That I thrifted there as well. They're right next to each other. However, there's some like spaghetti sauce or staining on it that I probably won't be able to get out. I did pick up some baby blankets. It's my favorite type of linens to sell. Now these are newer. I tend to prefer the older ones as they typically resell for more money, but these were like, again, 80 cents. This one looks brand new, a train print, very soft blanket, and the other side is striped. Yeah. And this one has an RN number on, oh, it's SL Home Fashions, whatever that, I don't know. I know they have a clothing line, but anyways, if somebody loves their blanket so much, their parent will pay to have a replacement because it could get damaged or lost. Okay, the other one is it Walmart brand? I think this is a Walmart brand. It is, they don't actually have the brand name on there. I had to look up the RN number, and so I can't tell you off the top of my head, but it's just a very nice textured, almost like a minky fabric with these little knots on the ends. So yeah, very like new condition. Those blankets, I can't really tell you how much I'll resell them for. I'm guessing between $20 and $30. Now this next one I think I may have owned back in the 90s. This is a really cute Tommy Hilfiger Tommy jeans halter top. with the logo across the chest. Love this one. It's a medium, probably a modern small. This one's probably like 90s, but I loved the, if you own a dog, this would be hilarious to wear when you go on your dog walks. Not only will you stand out because it's a yellow, like a bright yellow, but you have your little dog walking shirt. This one I thought about keeping for myself. I don't know, Chaser used to do better than it does now. Just a nice little ombre tie-dye peace sign. The fabric is super soft. If it doesn't sell after about a year, maybe I'll keep it, but here we have a vintage, is this 70s? Yeah, it has a daggered collar. Jerseys by Russell, and this is probably a staffed shirt for United Facilities Inc. I don't know United, I don't think it's the airline. There are several companies by the name United. So this next one is single stitch, late 80s, maybe early 90s. And this is a pretty cool one. Great Joy in the Gospel Crusade. This is dated 1993. I don't know where exactly this is, but that's okay. And the back is plain. It's just light heather gray. Again, when I say single stitch, some people like look for that. Just how they hemmed the shirt, whereas only run one row of stitching versus two. I have more dresses. I tend to pick up, I gravitate towards like more substantial pieces like dresses, sweaters, jackets, just because they yield more money. Floral shirt dress, pretty typical. This one is rayon, it's a size 12, maxi, and it has a tie back. What resellers call like these filler items is like bread and butter, the items that tend to resell for like 20 to 40 bucks. I mean, it just depends on your business model, but I would consider for my business it's like filler pieces. Here we have a 1970s pastel belted dress. It is, I think, semi-sheer. You'd want to wear a slip underneath of it. Pretty colors. Has the original belt. And it's like ankle length. Have a couple other ones. These probably aren't, these are probably like a Y2K, maybe late 90s. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with this company. I don't typically pick this one up, but it's just a cotton muumuu and it's made in India. People love cotton made in India. I will probably put that in my title. Really pretty colors and pattern muumuu. Here's another one. I've also extra larges, which is more desirable. This one is a blue and green floral printed tiered muumuu. The next one has some surface staining on it, but very cottagecore artsy vibes. It's a cotton linen blend, thin blazer, patchwork, floral embroidered. There's just so many things going for this. Has cool little cork, maybe those are wood, buttons. I wish the back had it as well, because like the busier stuff for me tends to sell better, but still nice. Detail piping along the collar. Now here, I wish the pants were not flawed. I didn't realize that, but it's okay. So we have a 70s two-piece, like polyester. This is a rust orange. It looks red on film, but this is more of an orange halter. Ties around the neck. The back has the two buttons and then it would be open. And then the elastic pull-on pants that are flared, which are super cool. However, the back butt seam has snagging. Now you cannot see through this, but I don't know how visible that would be because it would be like up your butt cheeks a little bit. So these look rather small. I don't know if I can fit myself into these to see if I can photograph. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll still sell it, but not for as much as I was hoping originally. Here we have a classic wool, 100% wool, Shetland, made in Hong Kong, Fair Isle cardigan sweater in a 2X, which is great. So itchy. I don't know how anybody would want to wear something like this. I mean, if they wore a turtleneck underneath, it would be fine, but wool, you can't just stick in your washer. So I don't like items that are not machine washable for my sake, because I don't have time to hand wash items at the moment in my life. All right, here we have a 90s tapestry vest, neutrals, patchwork, high neck, button down vest. Again, this is like 90s Coldwater Creek, which is a more mature brand, but I will resell it and you could style that cute. This one is kind of psychedelic. It's a high contrast black and white. I think it's a shirt dress, I made a pop over. And it has the belt. This one is long sleeve, geometric, but when you pull it back, it's kind of psychedelic. Like you look at it and your eyes almost just start to spin. Again, original belt, which I personally think is too much. I would prefer this with like a solid belt or a sash belt, like a ribbon, I think would be better styled. There's a patch pocket on the chest. This is a true shirt dress. It even has pockets, which is super convenient. I know it looks like I'm not wearing shorts, guys, but I am, I swear. I didn't think about that when I got dressed today. But, yeah, maxi style. I mean, and it's like that slinky, like satiny fabric. Feels really cool. I have 2 items left. I know this video is going to be super long. It's probably going to take like 2 days to upload. I don't post content much anymore, but when I have in the past, it takes like 2 days to upload a video. And I condense the file so it's not as big, and it just does not matter. All right, here we have like late 90s, I think, Gymboree. This used to be highly desirable. I don't know if it is anymore, but it's just such a cute little jumpsuit, corduroy with the floral, and it has the little buttons on the back. So I'm gonna give it a shot and just see. It's 12 to 18 months. Really cute. I will probably list this for like $25. And then the last item I got to show you, I mean, you know, you're gonna pick up items that you're not gonna be able to sell, or you're gonna find a flaw or a hole when you get home. It's just life, especially when you're in a hurry and you don't necessarily take the time or double check items like you would. Again, it's silk. This one is a size 10. It's a very pale yellow, almost like a cream shirt dress. Really pretty soft floral. However, when I got it home, I noticed, now if I had my ring light on, you would be able to see the blemish more, but there is a stain right here, and then there's another one like around the button. So I will try to spot clean that, but unfortunately I really don't think it will come out. Again, I got all of this stuff for $50. Drop in the comments what your favorite item was. If you're still with me, thank you so much. I know content is like, I have not been putting it out. It's summertime. Business has been so slow. And so whenever I try to like get work done, you know, I'm not making money on YouTube. I'm just doing it for, I don't know, because I want to show you guys what awesome things I find. But time is money, and so I haven't been putting out much content. Hopefully everybody, you know, does well and has a great weekend. I will catch you on my next video, guys.